All right. So, this is how it goes. I just received the tune back from Livernois. Um, I think I sent it in yesterday, sent my information in, and I got it back today, a day after. Now, the thing I've seen on here, right, which, you know, only thing about it, sometimes you call in. I know one person said like when they called in, they had no problem. The person explained it to them, no problem. I had to, I would say, check and put a person in their place to understand that not at Livernois, that not everyone that we all don't have the same understanding on something. All right, you know what I mean? We all don't take it in the same way, and I guarantee you, I'm not the first person or the last that's gonna do that. Sometimes directions might be easy to them, but then to the next person who's reading it might not be as easy. So when a person calls in, you don't say, oh, well, you skip and went to this step then. You didn't follow the instruction. No, tell me, I'm calling you to ask you a goddamn, excuse my language, I'm not much sure I'm getting upset about it. But I'm calling because it's something I'm missing, right? So I'm trying to walk you through towards what I did. And instead of you being patient, and like I told a guy, it seemed like he doesn't like your job, or I guess, you don't want to take the time out to explain nothing or understand what I'm coming from. So then just transfer me to someone else. It's simple. I'm telling you what I did. And all you had to do was pretty much tell me, okay, where I'm, what step I missed. You know what I mean? Don't come and tell me something like, oh, you skipped the step. Because certain things on there could be better on their directions. You know what I mean? Because just like when this thing finished reading, they should have it in their notes that from after it loads that, like for instance, when you go into the computer, right, you plug into your ODB, do the reading, and I missed the part that you got to come out here and unplug the 3 and then plug this unit into it and let it read the information, right? Okay, so I missed that. So I then was able to send in a tune request. So when I call in, I say, well, I'm just trying to find out what it is that I missed, because he like, well, it won't allow you to send in a tune request until you what was that? What was that? He said it won't allow you to send in a tune unless you do those steps. So I said, well, apparently that's not true, because I sent in a tune request and you told me back that you received the tune request and that I still haven't uploaded the information from the unit. So you saying that you're unable to send in a tune, unable to send in a tune without having the information in is a lie. So I told the guy straightforward, understand this, and I'm not going to be the last person who probably call you about it. So it's a simple thing, just to break it down. If your information was a little bit more clear, then everybody understand a little bit more. Some people feel like they just say one thing and everybody should understand everything they say, and it doesn't work that way. We all understand things in different way. So the simple things like this, right? Now, after doing the interior part of the ODB, you then have to come outside and unplug this 3 from right to left, unplug all those, and then plug in the unit so you could read it. And then the other part now they never told you about. I don't see it until I called in, right? The guy said, I'm like, listen, I did everything. I plugged it back to the computer. Well, I'm not going to be able to tell if you did this and did it load up or not. I said, listen, I just want to know if I did the right step, because why? You said after you plug it back into the computer, then the step for you to upload it to Livernois, right? Now, the direction doesn't say that. In that, it doesn't give a proper explanation as to what they mean by that. What they should have said was that once that unit is connected to your computer and you see the little green, line going across that is loading, that means it's also sending the information to Livernois. Nobody said that. How a person supposed to know that? So I'm calling you to ask you a question as to, I want to know, did it go through? And you feel like, oh, you skip a spot, or you didn't follow direction. No, your direction never sat down there and said that. At that point, when you see it going across on the green, that means it's also sending your information to Livernois. So nothing else you need to do. That's a simple thing. Like I said, some people, they so quick. And I mean, we all, most of us do it at time. We jump before we must listen. But when you're getting so many calls for the same thing, I think that's the time that you have to sit down and say, okay, you know what? Here goes another call. Let me just tell the caller what they need to do, as to, and be patient, because you're sending these things by a lot of pieces being sold, and a lot of people have questions. So by now, you should be kind of calm and understand that everybody's not the same, So this is what I got going on for now. I had it putting back in here. First one I did when I got the tune, I actually just plugged it into the ODB. Well, not that first. So pretty much after all this I'm saying, right, I'm just going to break it down. Once you get the email that you receive the tune, you go ahead and take your unit, which is this right here, and get the piece that plugs into your computer, take it to the computer, and then open up the app that you got on. Then I believe you hit update, and you'll see going across, and it'll load up all the tunes. Now on there, they might give you tunes for 87 through 93 and 91 through 93, whereas I thought it was going to be separate updates. I mean separate tunes like 87, 89, and 93, but I'm guessing that tune right there just go along, straight across. So from that point, from the ODB inside, after you do that, then it's going to tell you if you're ready to connect to the ECU. You press next, right? Because then if you unplug it like that and you come back in here, it's not going to read it. You gotta, when they tell you about the ECU part, you gotta press next, and then you power everything off, and then you come out here and take the 3 off, right? From this way, that way, that way. Then after all that is done, you plug your power and everything up, it's connected, then you hit program, then you're gonna see it. Let's just say, for instance, I'm gonna do this right here, program. Are you connected to the ECU, which is yes, continue. And then you're going to click right here where it says, then 87 to 93, yes. And then continue with the file. It's going to show you all the stuff that's already there. Then I hit continue, which is already on there. It's only going to, it's doing its thing, as you're going to see. It's going to say it's already written because I already have it in there. I haven't taken it off as yet. And pretty much as you can see, it's doing its thing, and it getting up there pretty quick because everything is there, nothing have changed. So that's the reason why it's running through so quick. You didn't have to write anything brand new. So you're going to say, see, no changes. It's been so pretty much for the 3 seconds. When it's still on that, you just take this off your ground, 1, 2, 3 seconds, and you can just put it back on. And from that point, that you're good to go. After that, you could just go ahead and disconnect it and then connect everything back. But when you connect everything back, you're going to start from this one first, then that one, then that one. Whereas you started from here, here, here. So when you're going back, you're starting from here, here, and here. And your tune should be good to go. So hopefully this helps. And like I said, sometimes when we're in the type of business, we got to learn to, control or watch how we communicate with people, being that they are customers, and the thing is that when people speak on it like I'm speaking on it, I'm going to tell the truth like how it is. And I felt like the person was very unprofessional, and I told them straightforward, if you don't like your job, you should find something else to do, because I'm calling because I have a question. Don't tell them, oh well, you didn't follow instructions. Hey, simple. I tell you what I did, and you could just correct me as to what else I need to do to correct it. Simple as that, And it is what it is. But other than that, I'm going to go ahead and unplug this, and then I will make another video showing how I feel about it, how it pulls and everything else. Hope this helped. Take care, subscribe and share, and stay safe.